Now, year to date, the S&P 500 is down 17%, which this just simply means that probably we are in a stock market crash. Now, this, although to some others, retail investors, this might be causing some serious panic. To some in retail investors, they are finding opportunities and probably buying for the first time some of the companies that are really cheap, that probably they've been wanting to buy those companies, whilst others are probably panic, like I said, and selling their stocks. So today, guys, I bring you wonderful news. Today I personally found a stock that I've been wanting to buy for some time, and I bought it finally today. Now, before of course I get to the stock that I bought today, please note that this is just an entertainment video and you should not take it as a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can hit that likes button if you enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about the new stock which I bought or added to my portfolio today. Now, with that said, those of you that follow me, of course, on Facebook, Instagram, you already know that during this period where we've been witnessing these sharp falls in the entire US market, I've been buying also ETFs like the VOO and the VOOG, which to me, I'm really excited about. Of course, the market sort of like offering these ETFs at such amount. So I'm also buying, or I'm not only considering looking at buying stocks, but I'm also buying ETFs or a bunch of ETFs, so that at least I know that I'm well diversifying my portfolio. So, but the main ETFs, or two of the main ETFs I'm buying, of course, like I said, is the VOO Vanguard S&P 500 and also the VOOG. So those are the two ones that I'm really piling, because I personally believe that in the long term, these are some of the ETFs that will do very well. Now, without a waste of time, the stock that I added today on my portfolio is the company that goes by the name of PayPal. Now, for those of you that don't know who PayPal is, this is a multinational technology company or American company that operates online payments. Now, this is one of the companies that is doing well in this industry, and you know that already. By just reading what the company does, you can realize that it is a company that, of course, it will do very well in the future, especially looking at the fact that a lot of people these days, they are starting to get comfortable doing transactions or online transaction at the comfort of their homes. I mean, here in South Africa, where I'm at right now, people are able to buy groceries online. They are able to order products at the comfort of their homes. They are able to do like a bunch of online payments at the comfort of their homes, which getting to know that a lot of people are starting to get comfortable doing these online payments, it just simply has to show you that this is a company that will do very well in the future, especially that we are getting to see a lot of people starting to be comfortable doing all these transactions at the comfort of their homes. Now, looking at their latest earnings results, or Q1 of 2022 earnings results, this company reported 429 active accounts, which was good because it was a 9% increase year over year, with $6.5 billion in total revenue, which represented 8% increase year over year, and last but not least, with 0.88 cents per share, which then this represented 28% decrease year over year, which of course they said that the reason for this was, of course, they suspended their services in Russia, which of course it had some impact on their business. Now, these are some of the latest, or their latest earnings they reported this year. Now, what is that thing that of course made me to invest into this company, except for the fact that more people are getting comfortable to do transaction in the comfort of their homes? Well, this company, if you have to check their previous financial or earnings results, you'll notice that they have been increasing or doing quite well, because if you have to check at the active account, to check their total revenue they've been generating, and they also check their free cash flow, you will definitely see that this is a company that is doing quite well. This is a company that is growing, because as seen on the screen, you'll notice that active account, or in terms of active account in 2019 or end of 2019, they reported active accounts or total active accounts of around 305 million, whereas end of 2021 they reported a total active account of around 426 million. Now, in terms of net revenue, this company, end of 2019, they reported a net revenue of around $17.8 billion. So as end of 2021, they reported a 25.4 billion in terms of the net revenue, which is something that must just show you that this is a company that is growing even in terms of the revenue they generate. Same goes with the free cash flow. 2019 or end of 2019, they had a free cash flow of around 3.4 billion, and in 2021 they had a cash or a free cash flow of around 5.4 billion. Now, this is a company, guys, that you will notice that they have got a 52-week low of around $76 with a 52-week high of around $310 US. So it makes me or gives me great joy to see that today I got this stock at a price of around $80 per stock, as seen on the screen. Now, this is something that is incredible, and this is one of the stocks that I'm going to continue loading the boat, because this is a stock that, number one, already it's profitable, which is something that I think is something that you should have at the back of your mind when you are investing into this stock. Now, for the 2022 guidance, this company indicated that they are expecting to report a total net revenue increase of between 11 to 13% this year. And of course, with the free cash flow, they are expecting to have a free cash flow of over $5 billion. And as for the EPS, they expect to have a full year EPS of around 3.81 to 3.93 dollars, which is something that is incredible. Now, for the Q2 guidance, they are expecting to report total revenues or net revenues of around $6.8 billion, which will be a 9% increase year over year. And of course, with the EPS, they're expecting to report an EPS of $0.86. Now, to me, this guidance or such guidance is not that bad, having to consider that this is a company that canceled its services in Russia, as I believe it was one, or trying to impose some sanctions on Russia, which is something that getting to know that they are still going to generate some wonderful or some good revenues, or we are going to see a revenue increase even for this year, is something that makes me to really be excited. And having to know, like I said, myself buying this stock towards or almost at its 52-week low, though I don't know how low it will drop, it is something that to me, it gives me greater joy. Now, one of the main things that, of course, I indicated in the beginning of this video as to why I like this company is the fact that as their main core or the core business deals with online payment systems, and knowing the fact that so many people are starting to become comfortable doing transaction at the comfort of their homes, it is one of the things that makes me want to think that this is a company that will do very well. This is a company that its services are in demand and might continue to be in demand in the years to come, which is something that is incredible. And of course, with the fact that they've got a cash or a free cash flow of over $5 billion, it is something that continue to encourage me to, of course, remain bullish on this company, because you remember that a company with a good cash or free cash balance, it is perceived to do very well, as that offers the highest level of liquidity or brings the highest level of liquidity into a company. As such, cash can be used to do short-term obligations and operation expenses. So this PayPal, it's a company that I added to my position, or that I added to my portfolio today, and I'm still probably going to continue loading the boat as this stock drops, should it continue dropping in terms of the share price. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make sense in terms of stock market investing videos. And if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. God bless you all.